Cowboy Logic, Season 3, Episode 8. She stopped making herself small. Senior yearbook. They voted me the shyest girl in school. I didn't argue. They weren't wrong. I'm Ann Dunbar, and this is Cowboy Logic. Today, I want to tell you about the girl who spent a lifetime making herself small, and what happened the day she finally stopped. Ranch. There's a difference between a horse that's calm and a horse that's been broken. A calm horse is settled and it knows its own strength and it doesn't need to prove anything. A broken horse has learned to stay small, not to take up too much space, and to move carefully so nothing goes wrong. They can look the same from a distance, but a cowboy who knows horses can tell the difference immediately. One is at peace, the other is waiting for permission to be itself again. I was shy because we were poor, not complicated and not mysterious. Just that. When you grow up without much, you learn quickly that standing out invites attention, and not always the kind you want. So you stay quiet, you stay small, and you don't give anyone a reason to look too closely. I made myself small so well, it became a habit, then a personality, and then just who I was. Quiet Ann, steady Ann, dependable Ann. The one in the background, the one who drove everyone home, and the one who took care of everybody else and didn't ask for much in return. After my husband died, I tried to find my way back into the world. I went on dates, and the world had opinions about me. Too much of this and not enough of that. Wrong clothing, wrong size, and wrong everything. So I faded again, the way I always had, back in the background where it was safe and nobody could look too closely. But something was different this time. There was a voice that wouldn't go quiet. My daddy's voice, saying, "Girl, you can write, so why don't you?" So I sat down, alone, and no audience, no applause, and no guarantee that a single person would ever read a word. And I wrote a book. Then I did the scariest thing I'd ever done in my quiet background, don't draw attention to yourself life. I put it into the world. People bought it, a lot, but people, real people who read it and said it was good. So I wrote another one. That one earned a 5-star review from Reader's Favorite, and it became a finalist in the Chanticleer International Book Awards. And I still doubted myself. Then I wrote a third one. People told me it was better than the others. It was my best one yet. And I still doubted myself. Because that's what a lifetime of making yourself small does to you. It makes you suspicious of your own light. It makes you look at something genuinely good that you made and ask what's wrong with it instead of celebrating what's right. I wanted to be a bestseller. I watched other writers and thought, why not me? What is wrong with me? And then something settled. Not a lightning bolt and not a dramatic moment. Just a quiet truth that finally got loud enough to hear. Everyone gets a best-selling book. It doesn't mean the book isn't good. It just means that's how it goes sometimes. And for the first time in my life, I let that be enough. I stopped waiting for the world to decide I was worth noticing. I already knew. Making yourself small is a survival skill. I want to honor that first, because for a lot of us, it started that way, as protection, as a way of getting through something hard without drawing fire. It worked. It kept us safe. But somewhere along the way, the protection became a prison. And we forgot we were the ones holding the key. You are not required to stay small because the world once made you feel like too much. You are not required to fade into the background because somebody told you that you were the wrong size, the wrong shape, or the wrong anything. You are not required to wait for a bestseller list or an award or someone else's permission to know that what you made is good. I wrote 3 books. I published 3 books. I reached women in 20 countries from my living room. And I will keep writing, not because I'm guaranteed anything, but because I finally stopped making myself small. And I am never going back. Cowboy Logic is this: you were never too much. You were just surrounded by people who couldn't handle all of you. Stop making yourself small. The world needs the full version. I'm Ann Dunbar. Thanks for riding along, and I'll see you next week.